Hi, Darren here from Bet72.com. Well, the day has arrived. A lot of people call it Cheltmas, and it certainly felt like that this morning. Waking up, opening up a few presents, opening up a few sites, seeing some of the juicy offers that are actually there. Yes, the Cheltenham Festival 2018 gets underway at 1:30 this afternoon. We've got absolutely stacks and stacks of offers, concessions, free bets, bonuses, price boosts, you name it. There's bits and pieces about already. We've even picked up a Cheltenham related slots offer win already as well today, so it's flying at us from all angles, and really it is a fantastic time to get involved with any sort of risk-free betting, match betting, any of the type of offers that we've actually got listed on the site. You can see in front of you here we've got a dedicated site, Cheltenham TV. Just thought it was better to put everything on here because we've got all the video content as well from all the main players, the bookmakers, the tipsters, our betting partners as well, and we've got a lot of content on there, so hopefully you've had a chance to take a look at that. We've had some great feedback already about the site. There's plenty of little tips on there as well if you want to watch some of the preview videos from some of the main events last week, and also we'll just be updating this site as we go along throughout the week, so you're always going to have expert analysis and points of view regarding the rest of the festival as well. So even if you can't get on board today, we've still got 3 more days of top quality action and no doubt top quality offers. And talking of offers, we've obviously got all those listed here on the site as well, bookie offers, and this has just been growing and growing as we've been going on, and there's offers which we've put on to cover the whole of the festival. We've broken them down. If we scroll down here, you may have seen this in the previous video, but we've actually got them all now listed in race order, so you can actually go through on each individual race. So when you've got the opportunity, and you can pick out the ones which you're interested in doing with the bookmakers that you've got. If you've not got the accounts, just click on them and you can sign up and get on board straight away. And yeah, we've got every one of the 28 races here, so there's something for everyone on every single race, and that is why it is called Cheltmas, because the gift just keeps on giving. So anyway, I'm just going to have a quick run through this, just multi-card a little bit for today, and the idea is just to go through 1 or 2 of the offers, and then we come back after the racing, the dust has settled a little bit, and we can just do a bit of a mop-up session, and then we just eat, sleep, and repeat the process again. So that's the mantra for the next 4 days. So it's going to be fast and furious. As I say to people, if you want to keep on top of all of that side of it as well, then get onto our social media channels as well, facebook.com/bet72 and twitter.com/bet72. Probably Twitter is the more sort of time sensitive one, as in we can push stuff out really quickly on that. I'm also going to be resided over on the Trading the Horses. You can see there the banner there, the Trading the Horses chat room, which also doubles up as the in-play football trading chat room as well. So we've got football and horses in there. I'm in there all throughout the festival and also for the football each evening as well. So you're sick of the sight of me, but certainly that's where the other pro traders are, and there's lots of advice, shout outs, help, support, anything, you name it. As I said, I picked up a slots win first of all this morning. One of the guys in there just pointed out there was a slot offer available on Betfair, and we picked up £44 from it, so we're already green on the day anyway. So but yeah, there's already a list of back to lay selections up on there as well, and some of the guys will be marking your card on each of the races as it goes through. So a really good place if you can dip in there. If you can't get onto that, then it will be open obviously 24/7 anyway, but it will be available for the football tonight as well, where resident trader Simon will be giving out his tips and trading advice as well. So there's absolutely loads to go on. So if you want to compound some of your profits from today, then get across onto Trading the Horses, and you can pick up some more as well. Okay, so we're just going to skip through the initial batch here. We've got some of the anti-post stuff, which is not too applicable now. We've got the enhanced sign-up offers as well. Not too many of those in a sense of, we're focusing more on people who have already got the accounts. But again, if you click through any of the links here, if there's a sign up of enhanced available offer, then you will actually get presented with it. Perhaps a highlight one there I would point out would be Odds Monkey, which you can actually get their premium membership for £1. So that will cover 7 days, so it's going to cover the whole of the festival. And then once you're signed up, if you link it here, you can join Smarkets as well here and get £40 in risk-free bets on each of the championship races over the next 4 days. And then you link the two accounts together and they will actually give you 0% commission. So you have a totally commission-free festival. As you can see here, it runs right the way up to the 31st of May. And it's not only for horse racing. I know Matchbook are doing 0% commission, but that's only on horse racing up until the 19th of March. This will cover you for all sports, all markets, on Smarkets, so it's 0%. So you're going to actually maximise all of your match betting and free bets, and even a little bit of trading if you actually want to do that, although there's not actually dedicated software for trading as such. But again, you can still back and lay and things like that on the screen. So yeah, that's a really good one to get involved with. I urge everyone to go across there. We can actually see the offer there, and that's probably almost like the pick a bit, because we really do need these betting exchanges to grow and give Betfair some long overdue competition. I think it can only boost the marketplace for everyone and going forward. As I say, Smarkets are totally integrated. They've just announced their integration as well into Odds Monkey, so you can actually link your Smarkets account direct into Odds Monkey. You can see your money that's actually in there, and you can go direct to the bet slips and put it's one-click betting in order to get your lay bets on as well. So for a match betting point of view, that's brilliant, because you're not going to, the prices you see on the screen are what you're going to get as soon as you click through. So so that's excellent. Yeah, and again, it's all about a time saver aspect. Sport Nation is quite a good one. We've had lots of offers from them recently, and they've got a couple of enhancements there. You can either get £2.50 on every race at Cheltenham, so it's all 28 races, or you can bet 100, get £100 free. Again, just go through their usual caveats, read the terms and conditions to see what you're getting involved with. But yeah, they're quite good. Faller's Insurance, again, these people have asked a little bit about these. I mean, to be honest, you can't predict if a horse is going to fall over, and to be honest, we don't want any horses to fall over. We certainly don't want any injuries or anything like that at the festival. So we're not really a way to guarantee any sort of profit on these, but obviously what we can do is, if you can get close enough matches, and again I'll show you the racing matcher in a second from Odds Monkey, then we can actually use back and lay-in again, such that if the horse did fall or unseats a rider, doesn't complete the course or whatever, we will actually get our money back, and naturally we're making a profit because we've also laid it as well. So that's the idea with these ones. You're backing and you're laying for a very small loss, and then if the concession does hit, which in this case is a faller, then you're going to get your money back, typically as a free bet. You cash that free bet out, and that's where your profit comes from. So we're not locking in profit, it's more of a very low cost, hit and hope type of bet. And there's quite a few of those over the festival, and to be honest, it's just the old adage, if you're not in it to win it. Again, using the racing matcher and odds matcher, you can see whether the amount you're losing on the initial qualifying bet is within your tolerance. There's no point doing it if you're going to be losing all the value in just to get a qualifying bet on an event that might not happen. But if it's only a few pence either way, then well worth. And particularly, with some of the boosts as well which come up, then, and the competitive pricing, best odds guaranteed as well, then there's an opportunity to be involved with some of these offers. And if the concession does hit, then you've nailed some very easy profit just through backing and laying. The betting exchanges, BetDAQ, Matchbook, Smarkets, all doing offers now. 2% of BetDAQ. BetDAQ doing a really good big promotional push. You've probably seen them. We've got some of their videos on here. They've been doing stuff with a racing blogger, the guy over on Twitter. Also Peter Webb with a trading challenge as well, where he went through all 28 races on BetDAQ last year and made a profit on every single one. And there's a challenge on that. If you want to get involved with that, you can click through. Again, there's a video on this particular site if you want to see that. Matchbook, we said before, 0% commission on all horse racing until the 19th of March. So that's going to give you totally free betting exchange activity there on the festival. And Smarket, standard 2%, but like we say, if you link it in with the Odds Monkey offer, then we can pick that up for 0%, and that will take you right away through to the 31st of May, so that's really a no-brainer. A couple of other little extras here. The price promise from Bet365. Again, there's little boosts which are coming out. They're very difficult to push out on a website because they're all time sensitive, so again, that's where social media comes into it. You will see, if we scroll up here, we've actually got a bookie tweet and a festival tweet link there, so all the latest stuff comes in on there, so just keep that open on a tab throughout the day and you'll see any of the latest and breaking news as it comes through. William Hill, again, they've actually set themselves out. I mean, we've already had some Betfred ones today, kicked off at 10:30, Fred's pushes, he's got some more again at midday, and also we've got the happy hour here at Hills, where there's going to be 4 odds, available 15 minutes from 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock, so again, it's sort of a fastest finger first. Again, just depends on your standing with those accounts, whether you're gubbed, whether you can get on, what your restrictions are, but if you can get on it, there's going to be arbitrage opportunities there, or certainly some good value on some selections, and particularly on the first day, because all these bookmakers, you'll see by the first race, everyone wants to just say, hello, look at me, I'm here, so they're all trying to get one up on each other, if you like. So if we go through here, again, what I said before is sometimes some of the offers are just, we've got some extra value which has been generated by the fact that they are giving us a concession, or they are giving us some incentive here. Not all the offers are guaranteed risk-free profit. Again, there's all the usual caveats. You know, none of this is risk-free if you don't follow the rules and you don't pay attention to what you're doing. So, you know, there is always the element of human error, and we have had that in the past, believe me, and people backing and laying different horses, and all you wouldn't believe some of the mistakes people make. But anyway, and that's why really you can look at this, and there's shed loads of stuff going on here, but just take your time. Don't be worried about fear of missing out, and we've got 4 days of this stuff for a start, and also just make sure less is more in a way, in terms of doing it properly, and the offers you participate in, just follow them through, read the terms and conditions, do the offers, and make sure you get the profit in the bank, because you can find one mistake, as I say, you back and lay a different horse, or you don't adhere to the conditions regarding the minimum odds, or the deposit type you have to make, anything like that, then you could wipe out a lot of profit through 3 or 4 different offers through just messing one up, which is a total waste of time, because all we're in it here for is to make money. This is, you know, we're just trying to make as much money as we can from the offers, and we've got the bonus of enjoying some top quality racing action as well. So that's the name of the game. So don't let a silly mistake undermine or underpin all of your hard work, because it's all laid out here for you. Just got to go through, read the information. If you've got any questions at all whatsoever, Darren at Bet72.com, fire it through Twitter, fire us it through Facebook, get onto the Trading the Horses chat room, any way you like. Just send me a message. If you want a sanity check, if you want something looking over, just do it. You know, we're available pretty much, I was going to say 24/7, it's not a 7-day festival, is it? So 24/4 if you like, and we'll be available to answer any questions you've got. So please, anything at all, fire them over, and we'll do our very best to answer them for you. So a quick scoop through these. Like I say, you can't always lock in guaranteed risk-free profit, but the highlight ones here, I would say, and again, you know, a lot of the time we're just looking to back and lay, and then look for the actual concession to actually kick in or come off. You know, some of the highlight ones here would be the Betfair one. If you've still got a Betfair sportsbook account, if you get a winner at over 3-1, then you're going to get a free bet up to £25. And naturally, we've got a few shorties, odds-on favourite. But again, you know, look at the ground out there. It's we could be seeing some longer price horses coming in as well. The ground has been playing havoc, particularly with the anti-post market. So again, you know, lots of different views on how different contenders are actually going to run. And the trouble is, you watch a lot of these previews and everyone's contradicting each other. But so you got to make your own call on that. But yeah, there is an opportunity there. Coral with the money back. If your horse fails to win the Supreme Novices, so that's just a straight. We made a video yesterday which actually talked about the Sky Bet one, which is the same offer, although they've got theirs on the first race every day of the festival. And again, that's just basically backing and underlaying the selection, so that if your horse wins, you obviously make a profit because you haven't laid all of the stake off, and if it loses, then you get a partial refund because you've laid it, and then you get your money back. Add the two together, that's how you get your profit. That's the sort of analysis or the way, the strategy we would do to that. Likewise, Ladbrokes for double winnings, very good one there, and also Hills as well, double winnings as well. So in effect, that's giving us arbitrage opportunity because they're doubling our winnings. So in effect, that's boosting the odds on the selection that you actually make. So all you've got to do really is just look there, depending which horse you actually select, and you would then factor that in to the amount you actually lay off. But again, you could. A lot of people do like to use these as opportunities just to take the value out of the offer. So it's not necessarily all about getting a guaranteed exact profit, whether it wins or loses. You can just create yourself a load of no-lose bets, and then if one of these comes in, and you're going to be £100 up straight away because you haven't lost anything because you've backed and laid it, but then the extra bonus that you get from the offer makes you £100. It'd be far better than just going out and picking off, very small, £2, £3, £4, £5 ones. We've had that as well with people with the sometimes the extra place offers as well, and some of the each way offers as well. Sometimes you can be, and this will relate to how much money people have got and how stretched their banks are going to be. There is a temptation, like I say, to go headlong into all these sort of offers over the next few days, and you're going to leave yourself very stretched. You can get hit a big winner because there will be some big price winners, maybe trying to cash a free bet out or something. You get loads of money tied up in the bookmaker. You haven't got money to put back into your exchange account. So again, just be logical about that. One of the advantages when you do have a lot of offers on individual races like this is you can offset your commission or you can offset your liabilities. I mean, hopefully we'll all be doing it commission free by using Smarkets on Matchbook, but equally you can offset some of your liabilities, because if you think about it, if you're laying multiple horses, then your biggest liability is only ever going to be the biggest liability of the single horse on that particular race, or which wins the race, if that's actually covered, if you see what I mean. So each time you lay another horse, then that's coming off the bottom line of your previous biggest liability. So you can get into a situation, and all you're doing really is, in effect, what a bookmaker is doing, you're just generating yourself your own sort of little book, if you like, by laying multiple horses in the same race. But that will mean that you can cover several horses, and you don't actually need any more money in your betting exchange account. You just need amount of money to cover the biggest liability. You don't have to, because you've got £100 liability on one horse and £100 liability on the other one. You don't need £200 in there. You just need 100 because you're only covering the largest liability. So again, don't think you need loads and loads of money, obviously, but you don't want to leave yourself in a position where you're then stretched because you ploughed into the first day and you can't do anything for the other 3 days. So again, it's just a little bit common sense, really. So yeah, they're obviously good ones. Paddy Power again is a refund. There's lots of refund ones here, and really, we can go through each of the offers. A lot of them are repeated as well. There's ones which are on every single race. If we get down to the actual championship race today, which is the Champion Hurdle, we're looking forward to that one. I mean, we haven't got loads in there really. I mean, it's not stuff that really jumps out, other than the fact that the bookies are just repeating some of the offers. The Hills one is quite good, although I don't know if that's going to be won by 5 or more lengths. But if you can get on that, then that's again an opportunity to pick up just through backing and laying. If you do get a horse that really hoses up, then that could be a potential easy £100 on those because it wins by 5 or more lengths. But like I say, the general sort of offers that we're seeing here, it's like these ones, finish second or third. Now in theory you could get into the place market and you could start laying off the places as well in those markets, but you've got to think here, we're only getting a free bet up to £20 anyway. By then starting to lay in those markets, we're sort of diluting a lot of the profit. If you think some of the places may well be on some of these bigger races as well, then bigger as in numbers of runners and obviously the distance as well there, the place market is just going to dilute your potential profit, as opposed to perhaps just backing and laying in the win market. And if it does finish second or third, then it's a bit of a bonus. All right, you might be locking £1 or £2 on that in the place market, as opposed to being able to pick up, closer to the full 20 just by using the win market itself. So again, it's personal preference. I mean, some people do like to just pick up a little bit on every single race, and small profits do add up. And I do say that. I particularly do that with trading, for example, but maybe some of these other offers, if I can get a no-lose position, I'm quite happy to just see how it pans out, because I've got other opportunities to lock in some money on the races anyway. So again, personal preference, but if you've got any questions on that, Darren at Bet72.com or all the other usual outlets. So we'll scroll down here. Obviously we'll be covering these other races as we go on during the week. We've just put a little page down the bottom here covering all of the best odds guaranteed bookmakers as well, so that's quite good. You can take a price and you're always going to get the top price if the starting price goes off bigger. So we've got loads more stuff. Any more offers we see, we're going to be dropping onto the screen as we go along throughout the week, and naturally the newer ones will pop up to the top. I just want to show you the racing matcher as well, because on a day like today or a week like this week, this is an absolute godsend. I cannot speak highly enough of this piece of software, because this is what buys you your time. Time is money, and this week is all about money. Therefore, I'm not even going to try and sell it, because it speaks for itself. But basically, what you have here is each of the races. We have each of the offers listed across the top here, and it's basically an amalgamation of the offers and Odds Monkey together. And all we do is we click on one of these, and it will then find us the best matchup in that race for that offer. So if we were interested in doing the Sky Bet, free bet if your horse doesn't win, these are the best matches at the moment in that for that offer with that bookmaker. So we can get on, get a bird, Sky Bet for 3. We can later match, but it's a 3.1, 65p loss. There we go, job done. Move on, and that's it. That is all you have to do. If you can operate a mouse and you can click a blue button, then you're in the game for all of these offers, literally. And these will refresh and update as the odds refresh, because, as I say, it's a subset of the odds matcher software. And then we can just go down and pick these off. So there's no loading up multiple screens and matching one up against the other and just seeing there. And you can just see the amount of time that's going to save. And particularly if we are trying to jump on 5 or 6 of these offers at the same time as well, then it's for that. And well, this week it's only £1 anyway, but even when the site's at its normal rate of $17.99 a month, which is what it's just gone up to, premium stuff is a no-brainer to me, because there's so much here, not on top of the community stuff and the other tools that are there as well. But really, the racing matcher to me really does come into its own, because that's just one click, get the bet on, bang, you're done, move on to the next one, and all the races are covered here. And so we can pick out any of the ones that we were going to get involved with, and straight away. And obviously some of these odds will change, but again, we've got a refresh button there. So I've just closed it. We've got a refresh button there, so it will pull the odds back in again. And we can click through onto the bookmaker to actually place the bet itself. We've got a calculator there, so if any of the odds do actually move, then we can put those in as well. So there's lots and lots of stuff there which we can actually do. And it just really is the perfect tool for the perfect festival. And I'm not going to say any more than that, but if you haven't got this, then you really are missing out. But I'm not going to do the big sales pitch, because we're all grown-ups here. So yeah, that's it really. I mean, as I say, we've got some of the tweets coming in from the bookies. So again, that's all the time-sensitive stuff. there is some good videos on here. There is some good content. You know, there's a little bit of waffle obviously on some of these preview programs, but if you get a chance again to go in, then you can take a look at some of the offers that are actually in there, and some of the opinions. And again, if you want to place your bets around horses that might win because you're trying to get risk-free bets, as opposed to equalising the profits across the two, then there can be some good information there. We've got a good trading section as well. Some excellent stuff from Peter Webb, Calm Berry, Tony Hargreaves as well. They're worth checking out if you're interested in the trading angle. We're doing our own trading on a sort of separate platform. So again, that will be listed up as well for people to be able to see. So that should be quite interesting. Interested to see how the markets are going to behave this year as well. Yeah, so it's all here. It's all good to go, and we've got plenty of stuff going on as always. Like I say, I'll be holed up inside the trading room from about 12:30 today, I would have thought. And yeah, just whatever you do, have a fantastic day, have a profitable day, and be back a bit later with some more information. And as I say, if you want anything whatsoever, down at Bet72.com, social media, trading the horses, chat room. You know, there's no escaping me this week. So yeah, hopefully I'll catch up with you at some time. Okay, cheers, bye bye.